Folks, any questions or comments? Marcel is making his way through. And kickoff underway as Oliver Hadfield in his 14th Premier game gets us into action. And TEC will boot it out downfield off the boot of Samipini Otahuhu. Good afternoon, Marcel.
Good afternoon. Day for it.
You've made it.
Made it up here.
I do love the fact that you waited to make it rain after you left the field. How did the 21s go?
We went well. Got a good win against a strong Mount Roskill team. Unfortunately, we were just too good in the end.
Yeah, 40-something?
Yeah, 40-something to 8. We were parked up on our own try line for about 20-odd minutes. So some good defense in the end. Hopefully the Cruise can continue that today.
First line out of the game, one there by TEC. Intercepted by the number 7 for the home side, Otahuhu. And here's the way, good tackle, good kick. Make it. Either he gets off the second one.
That's a great kick.
It's a try in the end. TEC in the lead. First up. 1 minute gone, Marcel. What a start.
Yeah, good heads up play, turnover ball. I think it was Simikata, number 1. So big run from our prop. Good carry, managed to stay in. 2 big tackles came across, couldn't get him out, so he's done exceptionally well there.
Yeah, a little bit blustery as well. It's not the first time my sheets of paper have gone flying around. Have a look at the replay. Talk us through this one here, Marcel.
Yeah, just Simikata, see him in the back. Line out's over, so he's allowed to move onside. Gets an intercept. Managed to throw off 2 good tackles and then a big finish. 40-metre run from a prop.
40, but it's probably going to be 90 after a couple of beers tonight, right?
You love to see it.
I was going to say I might need my glasses. Check the partner's always saying that, but no, that one kind of did look like a 7, so apologies to Offer and Simi. As the conversion is away to the left, unsuccessful. So after 2 minutes, it's going to TEC 5 leading over Otahuhu.
I'll be able to work it up.
All right, restart here. It's claimed successfully by the home side, TEC. And they'll concede a penalty as well early on. Just waiting to see from Hadfield. He's not releasing as the call.
Yeah, just a bit slow on the clean now. Good take from Chris. Christian Williams. Unfortunately, just too slow on the clean out. Otahuhu going to take a well-deserved penalty shot here today.
What have you done to yourself, Marcel?
Managed to snap my fibula and dislocate my ankle last Friday.
I can say, mate, that
on this very field, actually. So there you go.
On the number 1. Oh, nasty.
Hopefully they've managed to stay out
of trouble
today.
Well, I was going to say, between you and I, we've probably got 2 good legs because I rolled my ankle a week after I was here last.
There you go. That's why we're up here commentating.
Exactly, mate. It's rough to play sometimes, eh? Great to have your company, folks. Wherever you are tuned in, let us know. We'll try and get to the comments when we can. So we're lining this one up, trying to get on board early.
Just a quick mention, our starting first 5 and 12, Warren Smith and Tony Fuimaono, played together in Australia from Nudgy Boys. So this is the first time they've played together since leaving school. Good luck to those 2 today.
And Tony's father's here too, Dave.
Yeah.
He's come over from Redcliffe.
Yeah. So Tony making a good start today. He's been performing well for the 21 grade and gets a good opportunity here.
Penalty successful, 5-3. 4 minutes, just over 4 minutes gone. Do apologise for those symbols, folks. We'll get rid of them at half time. It's a restart here from Byron Smith, playing 15 a couple of weeks ago. And it's a coach killer, Marcel, player in front of the kicker.
Yeah.
That's right. You don't see it too often these days being called.
Try to avoid those at all costs, but that's all right. On to the next job, which is a scrub. Hopefully, TEC can get up here.
I see Peter Clinkham is tuning in, watching, says he can't hear anything, but it's probably giving me abuse for my pronunciations of certain cities and towns as he was last week,
There you go.
not knowing what Peter Clinkham is like. Alton Gray's just finally joined us as well. Afternoon, Alton.
Yeah, g'day guys. Sorry, a little bit late there. Just calling another game down the road.
Oh, man in demand is Otahuhu get the ball. They've kicked it downfield as well. And, it's down in the full as well.
Two coach killers in a row.
Yeah.
Cancel each other out.
It's one followed by another, isn't it?
TEC quick throwing in. Heads up play.
They've gone quick. Saw that in the development game very quickly. They'll go. Wanted to play a quick game. Faliafa with ball in hand just over the halfway at the moment. Ball in the back there now, out to head of Maya Murray. Murray looking at his options, goes himself. 8 metres inside the Grammatech half at the moment. Looking at his options left to right. They go to the right, does Vinipolo. And it's Simi Carter, the try scorer. The 40-metre try that's going to be 90 later on, I'm sure. They come to the left with Smith. Smith shakes and kicks it through, but it's grass burner there. Burner. Sorry, Alton. And picked up there on Otahuhu's 10-metre line.
Gotta love a worm burner, don't you?
Yeah, well, I've changed your saying for that, haven't I? As it's a bit messy, and Oliver Hadfield says that's a penalty. It's a high shot being taken in there. Oliver Hadfield supported by Steve Sultan and Amon Drum. Amon, you can tell us, had the University 21s, was it the 21s you were doing, sorry? Or
Yes, it was Varsity White taking on Suburbs. I'll tell you what, it was a blowout, 113 points to 5.
Oh, I'm glad you were commentating that, not me.
Varsity over Suburbs. Plenty of tries to call, but not a contest really. Couple of Prem boys were back there playing for them, so it's a strong lineup for the under 21s.
All right, so line out time. Yeah, for Otahuhu, Grammatech won the first one. It's gone straight to one of the loose forwards there on the back. Otahuhu with ball in hand still. And they're in the midfield at the moment.
Well, options either way. Some good options either side here for Otahuhu. But referees penalised them, eh? He's got them.
Yeah, sealing off was the call. Manu Samoa. No, sorry, that's looking at the wrong side. Sorry, Faliafa going quickly, but pulled back there. Marcel, some of the other players to watch for in that Grammatech side?
Just some notable young boys. Ofa Topeni, 1 year out of school at number 7. Chris Vunipola at halfback, 2 years out of school from Kelston. And then you got Samipeni Otokolo at fullback. All first year out of schools and played in some notable rep teams this year, so they get a good opportunity for the Prem side this week.
Yeah, I was quite impressed with that Ponsonby game, actually. And they've had a few illnesses this week as well, the home side.
Yeah.
So they've had to bring in some, not newer faces, but, test the depth.
Yeah. A couple of young faces get a good opportunity today, so see how they bar up.
Quick line out here, and they're going to the 4 off the top there to Vunipolo. Vunipolo, his ball, midway 10-metre line, 22. See in the background there, Otahuhu cowering underneath the trees. Kick coming in from Byron Smith. Not so much Gary Owen, but Mark claimed there by the number 11 of Falilua.
Are you coming back again and going back again?
For Otahuhu, and they'll come back to a penalty.
Yeah, Byron Smith just probably trying to roll the dice there. Good option on penalty advantage. Possibly went a bit too far, but that's all right. Heads up play.
Alton, that's what you get. Why you get penalised for being late, mate. You're the man with the stats. They've gone quickly here.
I don't mind that.
I see Edemia with ball in hand, the number 3 for the home side.
Oh, well, I haven't saw you.
To come to the left, new advantage being played for Grammatech. Little hole opening up for them now. That is Kenny this time in the number 7. Slight size difference between him and Semi. Carter. You have a high shot. Got to keep those tackles below the sternum now. The first tackler. Quick ball off the pass.
Space out right.
They've got numbers out to the right, as you might have just heard Marcel say there. And new advantage still under being played by Headfield. And there's been a knock on there, so they will come to that advantage.
Last 3 penalties going the way of Grammatic. Otahuhu just discipline, let them down there.
Yeah, I said I said you were being penalised by having to do the stats, but I know you love your stats almost as much as I do. So
Who does? Gotta love a good stat, eh? Looks like they're packing a scrum down here.
Ford pack is a strong point here.
Yeah. Scrum has always been a strength for these boys. Got some big front rowers in there that don't need to push much, just need to hold their weight. I think they'll look to go right here, attack those new halfback defense laws.
Yeah, of course, the halfback can't exceed the halfway mark
Yeah,
these days. It does open up the backs a little bit more.
Otahuhu splitting quite well on defense, giving a pretty decent picture, but I think GTEC will look to attack the right side.
And of course, you can't have a game of rugby without a scrum reset.
Yep.
Hadfield not happy with that. How is your knee these days, Alton? We've got almost a full person in amongst us.
Good, mate. It was a pretty minor surgery back around Christmas time, so I'm back running on it now. So it's all good, eh?
Well, I mean, you got Marcel on crutches. I've had my ankles strapped before today's game.
Yeah.
So you probably beat the three of us, two of us, running rings around us.
Yeah, well, injuries, eh? They'll creep up, especially as you get through a few more years, a few more birthdays, and we'll see them start to exponentially increase.
Well, I was trying to put another 10 on you last night, wasn't I? In that text message I sent you. So,
Oh no, there's some good prep info you were sending through there. To be fair, looks like quite a few familiar names from I've commentated Otahuhu at Colin Maiden a couple of weeks ago against the varsity Prems. Some positional changes by the look of it, but very similar lineup.
Nothing wrong with that as long as you keep on top. 5-0 Suburbs leading College Rifles at the moment. The only other result in is that Ponsonby won by default against Waitakere. Bit of a shame to see it Premier level.
Yeah.
Ball a little bit messy there, but Vonapolo picks it up and carries. Comes to the right. Smith off there to Isaac Milne. Isaac Milne in the corner.
Look good.
Looks good. And it's a try as well.
Great finish.
First try, Richard saying, for Isaac Milne. 10-0. Kick to come.
Beautiful shape on the right-hand side. Just a good little textbook sort of set play, wasn't it? The offset piece. Through the backs. Looking sharp. Bit of width on it, even though it's wet. Love to see it.
Marcel, call us through this one.
Yeah, again, just attacking that right side with the new laws, halfback not being able to come out. Vunipola gets nice and tight to the line. Couple options on the back door, and it's just pick the right player from there. Good finish from Isaac Milne.
I was going to say, it wasn't as simple as it probably looked originally.
Yeah.
Did have to put a good dive in the corner to make sure that the corner post was out of play.
Yeah, no, it's a good winger's finish. He'd plenty to do, really.
Mm-hmm.
Snipped it in. Good dive.
Conversion from the corner is short. Oh no, it was over, sorry. ARs looked at each other and then said yes. I heard Richard talking about a high school in the background. Congratulations to Hamilton Boys High School. They took out the Sanix World Youth World competition yesterday against one of the Japanese sides.
Good on them. A big powerhouse in schoolboy rugby in the modern generation. So,
well, it's funny referring in the Hamilton Marcel that everyone thought I went to Boys High. Actually, didn't even go to school in the Waikato.
There you go.
Yeah. Restart here from Otahuhu. Doesn't go too far laterally. Vonapolo claims it there. Gives it off to his Tony Fumono. Vonapolo wants quick ball. Shifts it out to the left-hand winger of Samishima. Samishima's playing in this one. Vonapolo having to dig this time. They come to the right. Shows and goes.
God.
Penny.
The ball just couldn't hold on.
Shows Samishima. Knocks it on.
Nice little offload though. If he sort of held on, he was through. Almost worth the risk, but didn't come off on this occasion.
15 minutes gone. Grammatic 12. Otahuhu 3. Great to have your company, Bevin, Jenkinson, Alton, Craig, and Marcel. Sorry, Marcel. What is your last name, mate?
Milo Harris.
Miller Harris. Cool. That was something I forgot to ask you. Of course, a big night in the UK tonight. I might stay up, not much of a royalist, but see King Charles III and Queen Consort Camilla being coronated. Instead of starting at 10 p.m. New Zealand time. Royalist or not, a fan of the Royals, I think it's definitely a show that they put on for that sort of thing. Ball hit out the back here, squirts. Hedemeier coming in, trying to rip the ball, but he's tackled now. The support coming in from the second five for Grammatech, and penalty in from the side coming against Tony Fuimaono. Penalty count there, Alton.
At the moment, 2 conceded to Grammatech, 3 to Otahuhu.
Good touch finder. Just a couple of metres short of the Otahuhu 22. 0-0 between University and Watamata. And no score at the moment being updated between Marist and Monaco.
TEC might look to contest the line out here with big 6'7" lock Boston Schuster. Easy lift. They'll look to get him up in the middle.
Yeah, no contest.
Late lift.
Been won here by Grammatech, yeah. To Penny has it. Faliafa. Now to Murray. Murray kicks it downfield. Chase coming on here. There's actually numbers here for Grammatech. 3-on-2 almost. A little bit messy down there for Otahuhu. Grammatech getting their numbers in. Trying to turn things over. Little box kick here. Almost a no-look one there from Noah. Flanked here by the fullback.
Oh,
Okay.
It's out.
Something in here. That's just to get rid of it. Might make the highlight reel, that one. We'll come to the right now. It's Carter. First try scorer of the game inside that first minute. Vonikola has it at the back. Come to the left. Now they're with Faliafa under advantage. They'll go to the left once more. Smith played fullback against Ponsonby a couple of weeks ago. Hadfield telling them to get back onside, I should say. They will come back to that new advantage. Bit of ill discipline here, Marcel. Sorry, Marcel.
It's all right.
That is terrible.
It's all right.
Coming in here for Otahuhu.
Yeah. They're just on the back foot having to scramble and they're getting caught in some awkward positions. So it's always hard when you're going backwards, but credit to them, they have been scrambling well so far. I thought they cleaned up that click chase pretty nicely and boxed quite well, just didn't manage to find touch.
And they're going for the corner here, so they turn down the shot at the horns. Good to see.
Yeah, but it's
Aggressive.
6 metres out from the line. Pull to the middle of the line out. Going to go to the maul. Why not when your forwards are performing like they are at the moment?
Nicely done from Otahuhu.
And yeah, it's been knocked on. Good spotting there, Marcel.
Yeah, nicely done. And they decided to not hit the maul, so force an error.
Smart footy.
Smart footy, high risk, high reward.
At that time, though, unfortunately for the home side, 7-5 College Rifles have just scored, leading over Suburbs. Of course, Grammatech's next home game is next weekend against Suburbs. That match will be live streamed.
They've begun right, the Suburbs premiers too, right? Decent start from them to the season.
Yeah, they're near the top of the table as well.
Yeah.
Of course, with East Tamaki dropping out last minute this season, each team has a bye.
Yeah. Probably quite nice for the teams to have a bye here and there, though, you know.
That's one of those 50-50 calls, isn't it? Some teams like to play through, some like the occasional rest. one here off the back there from the number 8 from Otahuhu, Manu Samoa Lealta. Trying to reset and get out of their red zone at the moment. Comes to the man in the pocket. Should be Liana. And a fine touch. Main thing first up. A couple of metres still inside their own 22. Ball down to the back of the line out. A little bit messy here from Grammatech, but still claimed there and one. And it might have been knocked on by that second player. Ball will be greasy. I mean, it's a pretty decent track out there, Marcel.
Yeah.
You definitely don't want to be playing on 2. If Richard wants to quickly show us that, can we, Richard? Number 2.
Ground number 2.
Go out there on number 2 on the number 2 field here at Orakei.
All the seagulls.
Video for ducks at the
Ducks are loving it.
Well, it is duck shooting weekend, so yeah, it is the number 2 field with a couple of ponds out there.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if you are out duck shooting, you're keeping safe, sticking to the laws and all that. Well, that's the place said, drink after you shoot, not during.
Not each other.
Yes. Otahuhu have their scrum just inside the 22 for them. And it's the front rows have come up. No, it's been a knock on by the number 9, Zach Noah at the back.
Yeah, just GTEC getting a good push on defensive scrum, disrupting the line out, disrupting the scrum, making it tough for Otahuhu to launch when they don't have a set piece going.
Some substitutions being run on only after 20 minutes.
That's an early change, eh?
Yeah, Thomas Strawn on for Chris Vulipola.
I'll tell you what, Thomas Strawn is not a bad option either to be pulling on.
Yeah. Well-known face around these parts of Auckland.
Face, name.
Face, name, player.
Yeah, even plays a bit of cricket as well. Plays last man stands.
Yeah, there you go.
Double check that was him that I was commentating a few weeks previous in the last man stands final.
Yeah. I know this was Chris Vunipula's first game back, so he might have a little niggle with a previous injury that he was looking after.
I'm thinking that Ponsonby game, Thomas came on at half time. So it's a bit of a loose pass first up from him. And that ball is going to squirt out. So it'll be Otahuhu ball.
Yeah, set piece on both sides. Pretty messy at the moment. No one can really launch off it. So you might see teams look to move away from set piece if it's going to go this way. Possibly quick tap or quick throws.
Yeah, keep it a bit tighter perhaps.
Yeah.
I guess GTEC did get that nice try off their set piece, so they'll still have that in the back of their minds. But yeah, last couple have been a little bit messier.
Knock-on advantage being played the way of the home side. There with the tight head, Afi Adamania. A bit of a talk to him during the development game, and actually it's a penalty advantage that's coming, not rolling. They go quickly through Strawn. Out there to Murray. There with the fullback, Otakolo. Steps off one. Keeps going, does Murray. A little bit loose there. Yes. Otahuhu been getting the penalty. No, it's gone the other way, sorry. The high shot. And Hadfield saying, let's have a stop and a breather and just a bit of a chit-chat.
Yeah, got to be careful here. They've a couple of quick penalties in a row on their own line. So referees sometimes often like going to the pocket if there's too many there in a row.
I must say, as a referee, I never liked going to my pocket, but if you had to.
Some of them seem to like it.
There you go.
Just a bit of a stern word for now, it looks like. Yeah.
As much as it hurts me to say, but congratulations to the Chiefs winning their 10th game in a row last night against
The mighty Highlanders.
one of my sides, the Highlanders. I forgot that you're a Otago man yourself, Alton.
Not our best year, that's for sure.
No, I have to say that game I commentated and live streamed in Queenstown. I couldn't say that they were title contenders this year.
Pre-season.
Yeah, pre-season, sorry. Thank you for...
Pretty hard to go off that, but yeah, you weren't wrong.
That's all that matters, Alton. That's all that matters. I was not wrong. Ball down to the back here. Much tidier from Grammatek. Nice little inside ball. Well, it was nice. It's actually been pulled backwards as well. So no knock on, but Grammatek have lost 10 metres out of it. Come back to the about 15 metres inside their half. Smith, a little tip in. Cleaned up there by the number 15 for Otahuhu, Tuilolo. Now the fullback having to come back and claim it. We've just lost a bit of screen here. Sorry, folks. Fix it very soon. Here with the left-hand wing of Kai Samashima. And it's been knocked on.
Yeah, just in touch, tackled in touch. Again, Otahuhu doing really well to scramble on defense. Looked in trouble about 3 times there and managed to get numbers across and they win the physicality battle on the sideline there.
Yeah, definitely. They're sort of just hanging in there well, aren't they?
Yeah.
Otahuhu. That's all they got to do, just stick in the game, 12-3 down. Just got to keep it going.
Hadfield not happy with something here. Just a reminder, we are live streaming all but the Waitemata home Grammatek matches. So if you can't make it in person, in line out there. Being won by Otahuhu. They've got ball in hand. A switch play. Little tip coming in. Both sides tipping it through quite a bit. And coming under advantage. They were.
Good to see both teams rolling the dice a bit on advantage play. I'd just say both kicks have gone a bit too far. So
Yeah, a bit too much juice on it.
yeah, again, good to see that they're looking for it. Hopefully they can launch off set piece here.
Yeah, I like the idea of a little chip through in these wet conditions. It'll just look out for it through the game. One will pay off eventually, no doubt.
Yeah.
Be Afisa to throw in.
It's a great name, Afisa.
Gotta love it.
There's Otahuhu won it through the number 20, Patiala Tapasa. Now, go through with the first 5, Liana.
Yeah.
Now up to the left for Otahuhu. Gets out of a couple. As Faliafa gets in there as well as the hooker for Grammatek's Sho Samashima. They're just outside their opposition 22, and Hatfield's pulled something up here.
Got G-Tech for a knock on. I
Yeah, it
think.
must be a knock on there. I think just as the ball was flicked through from the back, might have had 2 goes at it.
Decent little passage of play from Otahuhu. They look half decent when they get their line out functional. So let's see what they can do here. If they can launch off scrum, G-Tech will look to really push hard on that tight head.
Yeah, big opportunity for the visitors here, isn't it? It's a scrum, centre-ish field, and not far off the 22. So good attacking platform. It's like Liana, first 5 is just standing right behind the scrum. So look for which way he goes.
Yeah, there's Liana. It's pulled out and Hedemaya Murray just put it downfield. And they will come back to a knock on there. Just a correction on that pronunciation, sorry. It's Liana. What Otahuhu told me. I do apologise for these folks, but was only given the team list at about 10:30 this morning for Otahuhu. Never helps.
Yeah, never easy.
But again, no, it's not the worst I've ever had.
I believe he played fullback the last game I've seen him play. So bit of a utility option for them there.
Yeah. Desma Leina, well known in the Auckland scene. He's actually played a couple Mitre 10 games for
Yes.
Auckland NPC as a halfback. So
Last time that they won the
Yeah.
Mitre 10 Cup.
yeah, so good to have him in this club.
Murray there with ball in hand. Oh, it's gone. Bit loose. And it's spreading out on the Otahuhu side. And they'll come back to a knock on. Just going to change something very quickly with the camera, folks. Sorry, bear with us.
Knock-ons. Four knock-ons for Otahuhu and 3 for Commentators. So pretty even there. You'd expect a few in the wet, I guess.
There we go. Hopefully that'll fix the issue we've got. Hopefully. If not, we'll just continue blaming Richard. Big thanks to him for letting us use his camera services.
10 out from Oranges, boys. So a pretty crucial little part of the game here, I'd say. Otahuhu looking to get their first try, which would be crucial if they can get the ball back and get it over the whitewash. Whereas Commentators, obviously, looking to drive it downfield here through Smith.
Good boot on him too.
What a kick. Wow, that's a kick.
It's gone
That's almost a 50-22.
Well, actually, it wasn't that far out.
It's only just shy.
No, it's only
Yeah.
just outside the 22. I was going to say he wasn't far outside his own 22.
It would have been,
to
it would have been a
fair.
22-22. That's huge.
It's just a metre short.
It's getting in the wet nicely. Big left boot on him.
Great to see too that considering the conditions, there is a bit of support around.
Yeah, could barely get a park. I was quite impressed by the turnout there. Had to dodgily park my ute just up on a bit of an angle park there. I managed to manufacture.
If you see the towing company come, Alton, we'll nudge in the back.
Yeah, thanks.
So ball kicked through from Otahuhu is messy again at line-out time.
Yeah.
And Oliver Hadfield says, sorry guys, it's at least 2 from each side in there, forming a line.
Yeah, tough call there. I didn't think there was 2 set from Grammatek, but it probably ended up better for them because the person receiving the ball looked in a bit of trouble. Again, no team being able to really launch off set piece yet, so there's a better lineup from GTEC.
They've won it cleanly here. Comes to the right. There with Murray, crashes through, gets a couple of players off him, brought down in the end. Good their ball there from Fuimaono. So it's now there with Nil. 2 try scorers, but it's good pick up there. And
Pick up from Toilolo.
Wasn't it?
Again, Otahuhu doing quite well. A scramble on defense, cover these kicks. They've looked quite clean in that space so far to me. Great pickup from Bolo Tuilolo.
penalty being played for on head high.
What a kick that is too.
Another great nudge from Byron Smith, looking to speed up tempo here.
Half time in the Super Rugby match between the Hurricanes and Fiji and Drua. Fiji and Drua 7-5. That game over in Lautoka as well.
Yeah, I think the Draw have the best home advantage out of all the super teams. They seem to.
They need to take the Super Round, right?
Yeah.
Because where the Super Round should be played.
They definitely bar up when they play out there in Silver, I think. So good on them.
Essie from Commentators, and they've knocked it on. Well, that's the great thing about the draw. They've got Suva, they've got Lautoka as well.
Yeah.
Moana Pacifica, they've taken a couple of games to Apia, you know. The results may not always go their way, but just for what they bring to Super Rugby, it's great.
Yeah, it's good to see, especially in Draw's got some good upsets at home this year, so they gave the Blues a good run for their money for 60 minutes, so they might be looking to get up in the Canes today. Wouldn't be surprised if they do.
Well, I promised my partner in that game they played against Crusaders. When I got home after live streaming the Manuriwa pre-season game against Grammatech, that was me done for rugby for that weekend. Then I saw that score and went, I'm going to have to go back on my word here and watch the rest of it.
Too good to miss.
Yeah, especially when they, Fiji and Draw did get up over the Crusaders. Big scrum here from Grammatech, and it's a tight head as well.
And he's
And
got on.
Stood on the goal line.
lost it on the try line again. Just a few more handling errors. And what is the count there, Alf?
4 apiece.
Yeah, it's very light drizzle that's just coming in now at Orakei domain.
Yeah, again, Otahuhu not being able to launch off scrum and TEC not able to launch off lineout, so they're kind of cancelling each other out. Otahuhu did a good job again to scramble there on defense. TEC will look to get this tight head up again. Been pretty successful so far.
Commiserations must be said to the family of Bernard Lapasse, who died earlier this week at 79, former chair of World Rugby. He was quite instrumental in getting the sevens at the Olympics as well. Quite a well-known figure in World Rugby circles. President of the French Rugby Federation as well. One of those names, as soon as I heard it, I knew who he was.
Taking a few resets here as we creep into half time. 4 minutes to oranges here. Otahuhu will be just looking to clear their line and grind it out here. Get out of trouble.
And even if they can't cross the chalk, make sure Grammatic don't as well.
100%.
I might look at the scoreline of 7-3, 12-3, sorry, and thinking that's a bit of the first victory for them, you know. The scorelines 2020 and 21 weren't close, so
Otahuhu might look to pick early here through Desmo, as they do.
does come back to Liana, and it's a decent kick on him as well. Both teams kicking well in this game. Need to have decent boots on them in conditions like this. Finds touch. About 15 metres still inside their own half, Otahuhu.
Job well done there from Otahuhu. Scrum under pressure. Got the pass to the 10 nice and early. Great exit.
Yeah, good clearance. Peeling off plenty of yards there. Both teams are having a good picking day so far.
There with Poliafa, the captain for Grammatic, the blue and whites. They'll go to the right again through the halfback. Murray now being brought down in a good tackle there as well. Hadfield having to get out of the way. There with Tupini. Tupini just inside the Otahuhu half. Smith now there with Samishima, and he's knocked this on the carry. But thankfully for him, because it's a couple of knock-ons he's had in this game.
I think we got a penalty for a late tackle there on Boston Schuster. Again, Otahuhu doing just enough to scramble. Looking dangerous on these flanks for TEC.
I think they're arguing about who's going to get the yellow card, because Oliver Hadfield went straight to his pocket pretty much.
Yeah. Looks like he's dishing a yellow out. He is.
Yeah, just a pretty brutal late hit there. I'm pretty sure.
Well, Schuster stayed down, didn't he?
Yeah.
Is that a FISA, the man going off?
Just trying to wait, because he's hasn't turned his back yet.
Yeah, it's a FISA, I believe.
Yeah, it does look like the hooker.
Yeah, unfortunate to grab that just before half time. A bit of a coach killer. Warren Smith missed touch.
Oh, he's missed touch too.
Tried to peel off too much.
It was looking good till I don't know who kept him in field, but
They'll still get a result.
Yeah.
still a win though.
Still pretty much where they'd expect it anyway.
Yeah. About 10 metres out from the Otahuhu try line now. Cook's row here. This is the number 3. The number 1 in the line out, Afi Eramea. Having close to the line there, about 3 metres out. Now with Simi Carter looking for his second. Go to the right again, through Faliafa. And it's got a little bit, everyone's got a little bit tangled up between themselves. Now they'll come to the blind, they've got numbers. And try is scored. 17-3 kick to come. And Marcel, something Otahuhu didn't need.
Yeah. That yellow card proved to be a coach killer. you see GTEC at the lineout. They went with a short special to try get to that missing hooker that's just been yellow carded, and I guess they were able to launch off it. It's been pretty messy lineout all week, but they managed to launch off it, get a couple phases in, and score on the short side through Byron Smith. So well done, the GTEC.
You'll see it on the replay here, as they were just putting phases here, looking real sharp. Commentators, ball in hand, phase after phase. Numbers were all tied in. Look at the blind side open up, no one covering, and in they waltzed. They had a 2-man on 0-man there on the blind. Did Grammatic.
Byron Smith, the try scorer. And just looking at both teams, it appears that might be half time here. Marcel, thoughts with Commentators? What do they need to work on in this second half?
Again, a set piece is quite messy. Both sides of the ball. Both teams can't really launch off line-out cleanly. If you saw GTEC there went with a special line-out just so it's nice and clean and quick. So they might look to do that moving forward, or a quick throw-in or quick tap. So yeah, if both teams manage to clean their set piece up, they'll be better to launch off it.
And Alton for Otahuhu?
Yeah, Otahuhu, they've just probably haven't had quite enough ball, and especially territory. I feel like they've been under the pump in their own half quite often, but if they can, they've got a good 10 in the form of Diaz who can put them down there, so maybe just kick a bit of territory and then try and win some ball up the other end of the field and get over that whitewash.
All right, that is half time here. Commentators 19 leading Otahuhu 3. Will be back very shortly. All right, welcome back. Second half action about to get underway. Bevin, Jenkinson, Alton Gray, and Marcel Milo Harris. And commentary. Great to have your company, Richard, on camera. Just had a quick look at his camera. Can't get rid of those icons, sorry, folks. So just have to put up with it for now. Restart. Deep goes back to the halfback. Charge down here from Penny. And Grammatic have got it. 5 metres inside the opposition 22. Kev, to the home side. Comes to the left as we see it. Break out here. From Faliata. They go left again. Smith gives it. Brown ball. It's out. Tackled. 10 metres out from the try line. Little inside ball here to Penny. Yes, right here. Now they come to our right. Here left. It's our balls here. We hit him on. Murray shrugs out of one. Long ball out. Yeah. And first try of the second half, early on, goes the way of Kai Samashima.
What a try that is, eh? An early statement from GTEC. They're here to play in this half. Spinning it out. A nice little inside ball on the other side of the field between the forwards and then the backs. Doing some nice work out wide. Nice cutout ball. Well finished off. We'll get a replay of that soon, I'm guessing, coming up.
Only if you ask nicely, Alton. Please, mate. Talk us through this one, Marcel. There's a lot happening.
Just a nice little hook ball for Byron Smith coming up. He spots some space out wide. Couldn't get it to the winger on the first instance, but he gets it to Hedemaya Murray, who's got some NPC games under him. Good hit and spin out of contact, then finds that space on the wing. So again, good classy backs there. Just getting the upper edge on Otahuhu there.
And you missed it, Alton, but Marcel, Grammatic starting the exact same way. The second half was the first.
Yeah, again, good start. Hopefully they can launch off it better this time round.
The conversion is way to the right for Grammatic. So 24-3 score remains. So Ponsonby have beaten Waitakere by default. University, you'll be happy about this one, Alton. 12-0 over Waitemata. Suburbs 10-7 leading College Rifles. 14-12 Eden over Pakuranga. And Manukau leading Marist 40-0.
Interesting.
Big result there, yeah. And Manukau as well. Kicked down deep. Claimed there from Grammatic. Little shimmy in goes. Gets tackled there from Otahuhu. Edfield, who's had a pretty good game so far. Nice little wraparound ball. Smith with ball in hand. Goes himself. Ball back inside the field. There's numbers opening up here for Grammatic. Long tackle. And just couldn't hang on to it. I think Kai Shinoshima was looking for 2 in 2 minutes almost, Marcel.
Yeah, again, Hedemaya Murray just showing his class. He's had a season of NPC under his belt and a couple of Super Rugby almost there for the Highlanders. So a classy player just managing to get some time and space.
I didn't even see that pass as being on. He sort of threaded the needle over the top of one of the Otahuhu defenders, and it almost went in their hands.
Oh, I thought it
Jimmy
was such a
Looking for
Hail.
a double.
I thought it was a Hail Mary, but in the end it was actually a decent pass.
Yeah, it's catchable.
I think we've made a front row change here for Otahuhu. Tai Ngasu comes on for Otahuhu at number 18.
Updating the other 2 results for Grammatic today, 46-3 in the development game and 41-8 against the Roskilde sides in the 21s. Grammatic winning both of those. Big thanks to the Grammatic sponsors, Eclipse Accounting, Built, Orakei Marine, O'Neill's, Musashi, Trustees Executors, Rob Law, Max Recruitment, and Spencer's. Can't run clubs these days without sponsors like that, right, boys?
That's right. Cannot be done without them. So we go for another scrum reset here. You got to love it. Stopped raining by the looks.
It has, still very grey.
Yeah.
I don't think the players will mind that. It's not officially winter yet, but close enough to.
Almost feels like it, doesn't it? It's been raining all week here in Tamaki Makaurau, so it'll be wet underfoot for sure.
Sand-based field, so it doesn't drain too badly. It's cleaned up there.
Here's trouble. Oh, scores.
So Penny with the knock on, he almost said that. We'll come back to the knock on. Otahuhu's knocked it on and the tackle there as well. And all sorts of things happening.
Yeah, this won't be a bad result for GTEC. They'll get another defensive scrum that they've been dominating all day. 5 meters out this time. Tom Storm doing well on the previous scrum, just to disrupt the ball. Or for Tupeni coming through, unlucky not to score.
He showed them, Thomas Strawn, that these rules, you can still defend through quickly.
Yeah, it's all about timing. I think it's when the halfback picks up the ball, you're able to move past the middle.
Or the other time is when a bird can trap on it. I think is the PC way of saying things.
Yeah, I think Strawny did get away with a bit of cheating there, but that's all right.
Can't have been cheating. The referee didn't see it.
Gotta always push limits in rugby. There you go.
That's it. It's only cheating when you're caught.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, again, GTEC will look to get that tight end up in the scrum, being dominant all day. Afier Mir and Simikata.
There's Mark Leah sitting in the pocket there. He's got Kalanga Tamasi outside him, and as well as Matthew Tavili. Very flat, so I can't imagine they'll be trying to run this.
Yeah, they'll look to get it out as quick as possible.
A big scrum coming in here. It's loose at the back. And great clearance kick in the end.
It was under pressure, wasn't it, from Des? Got away well.
Leah Ina didn't have, you used to hearing commentators saying having all the time in the world, but he had none of that.
Yeah, again, Desma doing well under pressure. Christian Williams probably hesitated a bit.
Throw here.
Falcon.
It's a good Falcon, as Alton Gray's just said. I forgot you're a big fan of the Falcons as well. Peter Klinkhammer,
who's not?
Peter Klinkhammer, who's tuning in. His son loves a good Falcon, especially in wheelchair rugby. I can tell you that.
Surely everyone does.
Everyone but the guy that's receiving it.
Exactly.
It's a knock on from the line out here. Any interesting stats at halftime, Alton?
We've got knock-ons are pretty just still even, 5 apiece now. Kicks in play, 5 to Grammar Tech, 6 to Otahuhu. So pretty even in that too. Otahuhu have been conceded 7 penalties to Grammar Tech's 3, so that's a little bit more one-sided in favour of Grammar Tech.
Really shows where that game has been almost, Marcel.
Yeah, definitely.
So Noah to feed the scrum here, eh? Desma in the pocket.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll have a bit more time here.
Might look to crash through 12.
Yeah, Strawn staying on side this time.
Again, he's done well.
Ina. Making a lot more decent metres than the last kick, but under less pressure. It makes the 10-metre line still inside the half.
It's a good match.
Substitutions running on for Otahuhu. Actually, no, the yellow card coming onto the field. The Nui Siu is coming onto the field. The number 5 jersey. Grammar Tech running some numbers on there. Can you see that, Marcel?
Yeah, a couple of good young players, Josh Beer and Gage Jackson. So again, 2 young boys getting a good opportunity in Prem Rugby. Josh Beer has been in the team for a couple of years now, and Gage probably his second week in Prem Rugby. He's been impressive in the under-21s and also the Auckland Academy and Blues 20s. So
Yeah, I thought Josh Beer had a great game against Ponsonby, actually. One here
yeah,
by Taigasu. And trash ball up. Grammar Tech sucked through.
Slick hands.
Very good hands there too, Josh Beer. Now comes to the left as we see it there, right, little hole opening up. Good grass tackle coming in the end. Strawn cleans it up. Simikata has opened up the game with a try. Now there again for Josh Beer. And it's been stolen by Grammar Tech. Oh, what's happened here? Samishima has crashed over. Samishima, that was messy.
yeah. Good heads-up play. I thought G-Tech were looking quite dangerous there. Finally got to launch off line-out. Good set piece. Built some phases, and then Otahuhu did well to jackal turnover. Then just heads-up play from Byron Smith. Never dying on the play. Good intercept.
As we see it on the replay here, it's a bit of a quick change in position 2 ways. Grammar Tech working it up nicely. And then turnover from Otahuhu, but then an intercept there. Smith links up well. Samashimi goes in. There's another meat pie for the boys in white.
And the conversion successful shows Samashima's second try in Premier Rugby. Richard's telling me.
Yeah, again, good work from Byron. Just never dying on the play. Turnover ball. Just look to get back in game. Great job.
Great to have the supporters on the balcony here as well. Yeah, hey, there's a reason why some of us, have 4. Sitting in the balcony here, all amongst the supporters. Some organisations say you're in amongst the crowd, and I don't mind it at all because you can use the crowd to bounce off, like yourself, sir.
Great replay function, by the way.
Restart here from Grammar Tech. It's fallen from Otahuhu. It's fallen to Otahuhu as well.
Yeah, Ioane Funga from Otahuhu, who's carrying now, did well to tap the ball back off pick-off. Again, a great nudge from Desma.
Yeah, both sides getting the players back in action as they're with number 20 to pass up. Has ball just a couple of metres inside their own half still. Otahuhu, red and blacks, and that has been knocked on. It wasn't the greatest take on the pass. The pass was pretty decent, but not the greatest pair of hats.
Yeah.
Breezy ball now. Getting harder and harder to catch as the game goes on, no doubt.
Yeah. Otahuhu do look dangerous when they start to build phases, just lacking a bit of consistency in the core skills.
I've had a text message coming in to say about the seagulls. So, folks, the seagulls you see on the screen is nothing compared to the number that's actually out here in person in Orakei. Alton, have you got enough fingers and toes to count them all?
Yeah, there's a couple hundy out there on ground number 2, and then a couple hundy up on the roof. So
Yeah.
look for them. There was quite a few on ground number 1 here too, if they're early on. Getting involved in the back play.
Strawn going to the back of the scrum here. Might go 8-9. They do. Strawn has it. Strawn kicks it downfield. Chase coming in here from Commentators. Otahuhu getting back there. Tuilolo has it. And kick downfield, but he's going to only find Moon. Moon will have it. Yes. Now it's Samshima. Samshima goes in hard to contact. Just outside the 22, Grammatic. Smith shuffles it across his back line. A little bit of a no-arms tackle there coming from the number 11. Otahuhu. Not called by Hadfield. He has it. Now there with the number 3, Tuffy Edemia. Partner some of his here. And it'll be penalty right from the straight. Big hands. Strong taps and goes. Little dummy and goes himself. Now does Bear. Gets tackled 4 metres short.
Oh,
Fall through. And shows it by Samashima. It's going to jot down for a second.
Yeah, again, the 2 subs that recently came on, Josh Beer and Gage Jackson, having an immediate impact. Gage had a couple good carries there and chased really well on that pressure kick and managed to get the ball back. And then Josh Beer with the great tip there. Big lock forward. You'd love to see it. Cut out ball to a winger.
Hey, the Fords have had a field day today, starting off with Samikata's try.
Playing like backs, and it's wet.
Yeah, gotta love it.
Yeah, great ball, wasn't it, from Gage Jackson? Just a face ball across to his winger there, as we'll see it here on the replay. Quick tap taken, good heads-up play. Here he is, taking it up, and then one more phase over the blind side. Gage Jackson just fires it out nicely to Kai Samishima, who goes in for another try for himself for the day. Great stuff. 31 plays 3 now, with this kick to come.
GTEC definitely starting to roll now. Seen a couple quick taps, trying to stay away from set piece, just get the game moving, which is probably the correct way to play against these bigger boys.
24-21 in the Super Rugby match. Hurricanes leading with 10 minutes to go.
Oh, draw coming back, eh?
I think Auckland Grammars just scored a last-minute winning try against De La Salle
Oh, nice.
to go up
How's,
21-20. So,
How's Sacred Heart doing, personally?
Sacred Heart winning 51-22 over Kings.
I was going to say, I thought they were playing Kings today. That's
Yeah.
a big score, 51-22 for the...
The results.
We'll get back to that shortly.
Yeah,
It's
St.
restart here for
Up
Otahuhu.
quickly against Tangaroa.
Now flung out the back here. Good hands as the rain is starting to come in. Might just open up here for Grammatic. It's flung out the back. It's gone to touch. All right, Marcel, rest of those 1A scores, please.
Yeah, so St. Kitts 44-0 over Liston. Kelston 53-0 over St. Paul's. Sacred 51-22 over Kings. Grammar 21-20 over De La Salle. Nail biter. I think that's in the last play. They've won that game.
Were those full-time scores, sorry? Were they...
I
No,
think it's the 70th minute, so
Yeah, okay, no,
it'll be
that's...
close to full time.
Nice. Yeah.
And Mags up over Dwarf 17-0 and St. Peter's.
Scores in there, so bits and close.
Yeah, it'll be
Right,
an interesting competition this year.
Great opening week for 1A comp. It's come out the back there. Just over halfway at the moment, Otahuhu. Ball's out, so Gravitex pinched it. So fling through the back line, feed the backs. Oh, gosh. Oh, I was going to say a nice little ball. Thick ball out the back, but he's hit the head in the falcon, as Alton's just said. Little dummy and go. For some semi. And we'll come back to that original knock on.
Yeah, again, off the Topeni, real dynamic today in wet weather. Good footwork and looking for tips and offloads. Just teammates unable to catch the ball.
Or expected, actually. That was the issue. There's been a couple of issues there where they just weren't expecting the pass.
Yeah.
And when you've got players like Uffy, you've got to always, and it's like with Sonny Bill Williams, you've always had to expect that pass.
Yeah, it's good to see a young kid bringing something different to the game, especially in wet weather.
So a good centre field scrum here. Let's see. We've got Desma standing directly behind the scrum there. with Toilolo also right behind him. So look for them both to dart one way together. Let's see which way they go. Or will they both go separate ways just to keep them guessing even more?
Well, including the commentators that come to the right. There. Now with Liana. Now to the fullback Toilolo. Tip over the top as Kai Samashima takes it. Goes back towards his own 10-metre line though.
Yeah, probably not the right option from Otahuhu. They haven't had much ball and looking to kick it away when they get some decent field position. So
Keep it in hand. As Grammatic looks to go back on attack. They fling to the blind side now. Shuffling along.
great tackle.
Great tackles coming in from Otahuhu, making them count, which counts. And they're trying to disrupt play. What time they've won it? Turnover time. There with Tuffle. Towards the 22 of Grammatic.
Yeah.
Tuffle again with ball in hand. They might actually have two number ones out on the field. And it's a penalty coming the way of Grammatic, against Grammatic, the hands in the ruck there.
Otahuhu will probably look to line out here. They've been pretty functional at line out today. Great tackle turnover from Tipasa, I think it was, number 20. So reserve getting a big hit, then counter-rucking on his own. Good result.
The kick for touch scores in the other games in the McAvoy Memorial Shield games constantly have beaten Waitakere by default. There's some substitutions coming on for Otahuhu. 19-7 University currently leading Waitemata. Suburb 17-10 over College Rifles. Pakuranga 22-14 over Eden, and Monaco 47-5 leading Marist Brothers. Those games are currently live. Yeah. A little bit messy at line out time. Two tries. Sure. What's happened at line out time there? Been a few signals of
Not straight.
not straight.
Not straight. Unlucky. I thought they've been quite clean at line out today, which is unlucky. They get a bit of field position and they manage to take control of the ball.
Yeah, not ideal, just as they had good territory and possession. Come off the not straight, but we've got to put a big scrum on, put some pressure on GTEC here.
Little free kick. Early engagement. They go quickly and Byron Smith.
Oh, look at that. Space.
Great crossfield kick, the old leaguey.
Right.
And a nice ball inside, and I think one of the Gravitech players is it's a forward pass that's been called, but I think one of the Gravitech players is lucky he's got his head there.
Yeah.
Marcel, the tackle that came in looked a bit high.
Yeah, good heads-up play from Byron. Just saw the winger was quite flat from Otahuhu and managed to kick it into space. Right on the sweet spot, just couldn't hold the ball.
Great to have your company, folks, wherever you're tuned in. Haven't been able to get to the comments much in this game, but we'll read through them afterwards. After once we sat down with a cold one.
Interesting setup here. Otahu's moved their number 8 to second 5. He is generally a big carrier, Manu Samoa Leota, so they might look to get him on a down line here, play up the back, or even on a crash ball. Interesting setup.
Yeah, well spotted. Let's keep an eye on that. There's Noah.
Oh, yeah, but Messi, first time hinging is the call going against Grammatic. They've gone quickly. Unlucky, but it went back 10.
Again, last 4 penalties conceded have been by Grammatic. See if
Not surprised, Marcel. I think you called this earlier. Not going to the set play.
Yeah.
You just tapped it.
Smart move. They've been under the pump with scrum all day, so it's probably the right idea.
They've got it just on the Grammatic 22 at the moment. Otahuhu. To go to the right, they've got some small numbers there. Here with William Mata carrying it up. There's a peeling going on. Oh, but tackle coming in over the top. Nice little knee tackle there coming in from Commentators this time. Otahuhu still with ball in hand. Little bit messy ball over the top.
Oh, good save.
Handball. This is going to be an interesting call.
He might have been bumped into touch, touch and goal, or just touch, they're saying, actually.
Yeah. No, I was going to say the touch has got his flag up still.
Yeah, again, unlucky from Otahuhu. When they build phases, they look dangerous. They're really good at holding the ball. I think Vatele Tipasa, he's been a great impact off the bench for them today. Number 20, some great carries and strong offloads. So
Yeah, Jeremiah Mata just down on screen there. The number 7 jersey injured. The stoppage in play. Must say that while we've got the stoppage going on, Fiji and Drew are looking at taking a penalty kick to tie things up.
Yeah, right.
Hurricanes,
24 all.
Hurricanes also have a red card.
Yeah,
3 minutes to go.
I've just seen it. Just trying to see. We're both looking at tribe here, Marcel.
It's all on.
Yeah, 3 minutes to go.
Yep.
Yeah, 3 minutes to go, all tied up. And the Hurricanes playing with 14 players.
Hey,
That could go to Golden Point.
interesting.
Oh, cracker of a game, De La Salle and Grandma. Looks like De La Salle's
Got it back.
last minute try to win through Frank Vainuku. He's a
Great.
great talent out of South Auckland. He'll look to push for New Zealand school selection this week. So
Tell you what, that news.
this year, so
Elton, I was going to say I did, but no, Elton and I did the New Zealand skills last year, and that was pretty good. It was a
Yeah.
decent side.
Great watching. It was a good time down in Hamilton there.
Dramatic won it though, just outside the own goal line,
oh,
and another penalty.
unlucky, just creeping offside. Otahuhu there.
And he's done the right thing and tried to kick it through, but he's knocked it on in the process of doing it. Not that'll make the bloopers real if anything. I did that for the first time last week. It was a little bit wheelchair rugby. I was a little bit worried that people might be offended, but by all accounts, they were pissing themselves laughing over the bloopers reel. A few Falcons for you, Alton, in that one.
Oh, yeah, gotta love that.
Got to get the Falcons on.
For sure. It only doesn't count in soccer, you know.
Well, it does if it's a mistake, but generally not.
Someone takes it straight into your hand and still a Falcon. Just thrills out.
Real unusual game here today. I think both teams, whichever team gets more than 3 phases, they score. So they both just haven't been able to be consistent with their core skills today. Hopefully,
Yeah.
Otahuhu again has a chance here. Midfield scrum.
Phases, eh? Okay.
Good result. Free kick. Get away from that scrum.
Gone quickly, Otahuhu. That's for an early.
That's a penalty.
Yeah, might be going to the pocket here, Richard. I think you've called that right.
There's been a lot of penalties down here for Otahuhu, Grammatic. They're getting penalised repetitively in their own 22, so it's at least going to be a warning here.
Right, there's just a warning. Oh well, you're allowed one mistake every minute, so Richard. So that's your one for this one.
Otahuhu will look to stay tight here.
They do. They've gone through the TOEFL. And Grammatic have just come through and pinched this. And tell you what, Alton Gray, that last pass, that last 2 minutes really sums up this game.
Yeah.
Certainly does. We're not getting many more than 2 or 3 phases, as Marcel just said before. It's been a real stop-starty sort of game. And I guess you can blame the conditions to some extent, but both teams will be wanting a bit more as far as full phases go.
There's been not a lot of flow to it. And the only time when a team's hung on to the ball, I think you said it again, Marcel, it's there's been breaks and not many tackles.
Yeah. Again, when they find more phases, they're able to find their shape a bit better. So they just haven't been able to do that today. Both teams not being able to be consistent in that part of the game.
Scrum reset number 15 for the game.
Yeah, there's been a few. We're in the last 15 here, so last little passage of the game. Otahuhu just looking to get that first try for them for the day. They deserve it, really. They've had the territory here.
You might find GTEC might roll the dice here and have a crack down this right edge. Byron Smith just roaming behind the scrum. You'll see that they've got a reserve halfback on and only one winger defending that right side against possibly three GTEC attackers. So don't be surprised if they go blind here.
Well, it's messy. It's scrum time. They have come to the open though. Little shimmy in goes with the feet. Gets tackled, making about 10 metres with ball in hand this time.
Oh,
And again.
And again, one phase and
One phase and that's it.
a decent carry out of his own line from Tony Fuimaono, the young kid. Good little footwork. Probably a bit guilty of being weak when he went to ground, but that's all right. Good learnings.
so see on the other ground, there's a bit of a celebration for the try being scored by.
What are the Otahuhu players? Okay, guys, with 1 minute to go.
Wow.
1 minute to go. 27-24 the Fijian draw at the moment. Against the Hurricanes.
Look at them go.
Oh,
All my Fijian mates blowing up my phone.
yeah, the phone will start ringing soon, Marcel.
Again, that draw home field advantage seems to be the biggest.
Oh, there's a
separator.
penalty at scrum time this time, the way of Grammatic. Yeah, as you said, Marcel, there's probably 10 points in that home crowd support they've got.
Yeah,
Hey?
yeah, definitely. You can't take them lightly. GTEC again big on that defensive scrum today. It's been a good weapon for them all day. Just haven't quite been able to be clean that lineup. So let's see if they can fix it here.
They haven't been up this end for a while, so they'll be hungry for a bit of attack in the Otahuhu half.
Again,
Oh, disrupted.
just a messy lineup.
So, guys, this is the reason why it's great to have two people on board. It is full-time in Wautoka. 27-24. Fijian draw have beaten the Hurricanes.
Great win for the
Huge
draw.
upset.
Fresh upset over the third-place team.
Wow, they've knocked over the Crusaders and the Hurricanes now, Drew.
Yeah. Great result.
Highlanders put 50 on them, though. Thanks, man. So a scrum here for GTEC. Decent platform. Let's see what the backline can conjure up. Got Isaac Milne off his wing, just coming from his blindside wing outside Smith.
Good scrum in here from Grammatic. Can only go a metre and a half these days. Smith, long ball out to his left. And Shummy there with Milne now. Milne puts the chip through.
Good kick.
Shimashima chasing. Can't get it though. Claimed there by Otahuhu. Right in their own line. Grammatic have just got nuts there. And I kid you not. What was Grammatic doing? All he had to do was pick it up and put it down. And he didn't even need to pick it up.
He could have probably just put a hand on it. They went to pick it up and unfortunately knocked it on for this from their point of view. But still up the right end of the field now.
Yeah, and they'll look to smoke the scrum again. Good work from Bex there. Decent counter up, just couldn't hold the ball.
Handling errors there. Alton.
Well, it's come. They've sort of both teams have doubled their count in the last wee while. Grammatic's now at 10. Otahuhu at 8. So Grammatic's passed Otahuhu now. Quite a few knock-ons in the last 15, 20 minutes.
Jeremiah Mata coming back onto the field. Yeah, I'm not surprised Grammatic have had a bit more ball this half as well.
Otahuhu's had more territory though, eh?
Yes. Yeah, definitely more territory in the last 10 minutes or so.
Almost annoying for us. We're further away from the action, you know. If you want it to be...
Oh, they plan it that way,
Listen.
eh? Oh, free kick. Early pushes the call. Jackson goes, does Tipasa. Tipasa met by blue wall. And the clock's having to go back in there. Slops backwards is the call. Emi Tuanui. It's a player playing halfback with no number on. That always helps commentators. There with the centre to Tomasi.
Oh, good break.
And then run away here for Tufunga. Peter Tufunga making a few good metres upfield. And he's a stoppage in play. Waiting to see what the referee's called here. Penalty against Greenwich Protect.
Good work from Desba Leina there. He's been a live wire for Otahuhu today. Himself and Patele Tipasa off the bench. They've just put a bit of game for Otahuhu today. It's been going well. Just a couple mentions for GTEC, Massimo Fatoni and Kurene Lua Manuvai on as props for GTEC off the bench. Both 21-year-olds getting a good crack today with the bigger boys. Both good St. Peter's men too, so there you go. Good shout out to St. Peter's.
Well, I mean to St. Peter's maybe, but not good ones. For their one by Gravity. I'll have to have you back, Marcel, if you're a St. Peter's boy. As we've just had a bit of a shoot. Sorry, folks.
So yeah, Korene Luamanovai, the St. Peter's first team captain last year, getting a good run with the Prems today. I think it's his third cap for the Prems, and Massimo on his fifth or sixth. Good to see young talent coming through.
Just sorting out the visuals here for you, but we'll give you a bit of a radio feed of what's going on out there. As we're back, looks like it's coming back on for you now.
Thank you, Richard.
We also have Seta, who's come on as number 23 for GTEC. This is I'm pretty sure this is Seta's debut for Prem. So
Well, it's 2 out of 2 that's saying that, Marcel, so it must be true.
good old Seta. He's a good club man. A lot of games for Prem development. Gets his opportunity today.
Oh, my ball was on there.
And we're up towards the 10-metre line, still in their own half.
Great tackle.
Good tackle coming in. Good wacky do.
Great tackle
Action.
from Korena and Luamanovai. Again, no team being able to build more than 3 phases consistently.
To be fair to Otahuhu there, though, that knock-on was due to that tackle.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of today's eras haven't been... There's been a little bit of the pressure
Yeah.
that's resulted in it, but mostly have been known players doing.
Yeah, combo of that with the wet ball, I guess. Stop-starty sort of game.
Just a reminder, next week, TEC play the Suburbs at home. That match will be live streamed. We'll catch that if you can't make it in person. Always recommend, though. It doesn't matter what rugby it is, what level of rugby, always better to watch in person if you're able to. If not, you can watch the live stream at least.
Good for a replay too, isn't it?
Thomas Thorne with ball in hand at the back. Flings it off to his left. Just ball in the middle of the field. Gets ball down there to set up. Thomas Strawn having to fling it from the ground. And there's a penalty against Otahuhu for not rolling. Strawn taps and goes. Up to the right wing. And it's a forward pass. Gotta say, it didn't look great from this angle.
Yeah, very, very stop-start game. Both teams just being guilty of not being clean enough with their core skills. They're playing the right options, just probably wouldn't look to play a long pass in this kind of weather. It was on the good to see that they're rolling the dice. Good work, Byron Smith.
Updating you the other Alan McAvoy games. Ponsonby have won by default over Waitakere. 24-7 Waitemata trailing University. Suburbs and College Rifles. Looks as though that's a really good game. 2017 currently. Pakuranga 34-14 against Eden. And 59-5 Manukau leading Maris Brothers.
Yeah, Suburbs definitely a dark horse this year. They've got some good players back in the Hala Holos, so it'll be a good test for GTEC next week.
I'm really looking forward to that game. Scrum here, good scrum from Grammatic. They've picked it up off the back there. Straight to Pasa. Now there with Leota Manusama. Leota. And Grammatic just trying to get in through this and disrupt. They can't though. There with Leanne.
Nice, good eyes.
Just with a different another with the shimmy of his legs. There's a long call out, and probably Jeremiah Mata, who's ended up on his knees. He was injured at some point today, but probably not the greatest person to have out on the wing in that situation, Marcel.
Again, Desmond Leaina, he's been a live wire for Otahuhu all day. He's been real impressive with his kicking and his option taking. Just spotted a mismatch there, and you just see cool, calm, and collected out in the middle of the field. Look for the long pass, just couldn't find the hands.
One here from Otahuhu off the line out. It goes through the backs, through to Pasa. Goes into the tackle, 10 metres inside the territory. Now to the left. Number 6, Ioni Funga. Now they come to the open to Pasa with another touch of the ball. Ball's coming in from Leaina for a penalty. Now he gets ball in hand, flings it out to his fullback, Tuilolo. Tuilolo gets a bit of a high shot. Play on is the call.
Strong on his feet.
Now to the left, Leaina. Long ranging ball out to Jeremiah Mata. Now there was to number 5, Siu. Louis Siu. Turned it over to Grammatek. Grammatek's been dangerous on broken play. Now there with the player. Byron Smith gets the ball ripped out of his hands. And Otahuhu back with ball in hand.
Razzle dazzle.
Razzle dazzle, all sorts of stuff. Now there with Ioni Funga.
Big contact there. Nice hit, Josh Bear.
And we're going to settle things down with a little knock on once more.
Again, just at the start of that passage of play, Otahuhu managed to get more than 3 phases and they started to look deadly. Just all skills let them down again. A good counter-attack from Samipeni Otukolo. Held the ball nicely in 2 hands, put Byron Smith in a hole. Good to see. Yeah, Otahuhu, they look like a handful when they build phases, just probably a couple tired bodies, which is understandable. They've unfortunately been beat up a bit at set piece and scrambling all day, so good to see them get some good phases in play. Looked real dangerous at one point.
Grammatek would like to thank their sponsors, Eclipse Counting, Alt, Orakei Marine, O'Neill's, Musashi, Trustees Executors, Rob Law, Max Recruitment, and Spencer's. Steady scrum this time. It's not a short arm penalty. It's a full arm. Then it's Pasa. Gets knocked on his feet there by Tupeni. And still loose. There is too sure as Tapasa was going off the feet. Way off the ball there. Now a 2 lower.
3 phases.
3 phases we've got.
And
of course it's ended.
Again, Patele Tipasa, he's been a live wire. Just getting the Otahuhu attack moving alongside Desma Leaina. They might look to tap or line out here. I wouldn't scrum if I were them. Just Desma having a quick look. Great kick.
Yeah, decided to
Huge.
something.
Big Dave, Bev.
I like to blame it on that Alton, but test their line out, I think, is what I was going to say.
Well, into the last minute, so might as well roll the dice and put someone up.
I don't think they've really jumped all game.
No, there's been only one against the throw all day.
Otahuhu will probably look to line out drive here. It seems like they got their halfback way out of receiver.
G-Tech 22, yeah.
G-Tech did well to disrupt the line out. I think that's Josh Bear who got up, or Gage Jackson.
Wouldn't surprise me either of them. Goes out to Byron Smith in front of his own post. Now out to Kai Samishima. Kai Samishima looks at his options, gets brought down in a tackle coming in from midfield. Big Otahuhu player. And he might be lucky to stay on the field as he's just trying to... Yeah. No, and I try and be neutral in commentary, but there was absolutely no need for that. He's coming right from the angle and then throwing the ball away.
Yeah, unlucky from Paulo Tuilolo. Right idea on the counter-ruck, just execution came from the side, not through the gate. Easy penalty.
And the referee's time now, so this could be our last sort of passage down here.
Grammatic wanting to play for it. You never know. When you're leading by 4 converted tries on full time, you might as well keep playing for a big points differential.
Yep, definitely.
It can help at the end of the season. Got the bonus point as well, so
4 tries and you get the bonus point, or is it 3 ahead?
it's 4 in club rugby.
You've got it.
Yep. I know some clubs are bringing in that. You got to score 3 more tries than the opposition.
Yeah. That's still a Super Rugby rule, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but no, some clubs are doing that as well. Yeah, I think Super Rugby as well. Maybe.
What are the Tri Nations saying? Quad Nations, I should say.
Yeah, one of those. One there by the number 17.
Again, not the
Too
best
long.
line out. Just haven't been able to launch off it all day. Might get some phases in here.
Into the midfield.
Again, to pennies.
Oh, it's gone forward, but they were playing under advantage.
Again,
Forward pass.
Offer to Penny's footwork and offload game have been immense all day, especially in wet weather. Good to see from an 18-year-old kid.
So the last few penalties have been conceded by Otahuhu. So it's been a seesaw sort of game of who's getting penalised through the different sort of segments of the game.
TEC will look to get a cleaner line out here, possibly the last line out of the game.
It's only 5 metres out.
Yeah, they'll look for a drive or a bunter. We've got a blind winger active here, so
Show to the back of the maul.
you might see a fake maul here.
Get a jumper up there with the number 5 of
They've
Boston
gone off the
Schuster.
maul.
They've gone through the maul. And there's a player at the back.
Yeah, well deserved from Ofa Topeni. He's been one of the standouts for GTEC all day.
And 36-3 kick to come. And I think that's the end of the game as well. Player of the match for you for Grammatech.
Oh, for GTEC, I thought the man who just scored was pretty good. Ofa Topeni, he was really dynamic in wet weather. Byron Smith was a good shout too. And a lot of those tight forwards, front 5, big on the scrum today. But if it was me, I'd give it to Ofa Topeni.
All right, Alton, let you call this last strike before I get your last thoughts as well.
Well, it's a classic forward coach's dream, isn't it? Line out, rolling ball, and over they go real easily, to be honest. The ball was still going well past the try line. Good awareness of where the line was, and he's gone down over.
Your player of the match for Otahuhu?
For Otahuhu, I've honestly, Desma, Leanna, he's just tried hard all day. He's made that great line break up the middle of the field. For me, it would be him. He hasn't given up, and he's been a bit of a shining light for his team, in my opinion.
And the conversion is over. And that is full time. Grammatech 38-3 over Otahuhu. Quick little thoughts on improvements Grammatech need for next week.
Again, I think both teams were guilty of the same thing, just couldn't really build phases and launch off attack shape. So that'd probably be the work on for next week, just cleaner core skills and cleaner ruck ball. So yeah, I think both teams were guilty of that.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. Both teams just need to build more phases together. There was not a lot of ball continuity through that game, especially in the second half. So that'll be the main work on, I'd say, for both teams.
Yeah, it doesn't get much easier though for Otahuhu. They've got Pakuranga at home next week. And as I said earlier, Grammatech taking on Suburbs here at home. That match will be live streamed. Huge thanks to you, Alton Gray and Marcel Milo Harris. Sorry, that was me trying to breathe, mate, rather than anything else. I did remember. My name has been Bevin Jenkinson. Big thanks again to Richard for his camera work as well. Until next week, folks, ka kite anō, and look forward to seeing the coronation tonight.
Easy.